Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back. So this time I've decided to do something different. Well, not very different. Can't do anything different when you've only done one video, and it's pretty much the same thing. But so I decided I want to make a list. I'm going to make a list of all the reasons I quit weed, and the reason I want to do this is that like I said in my previous video, the thing that's probably helped me the most. I just realized that there's my cat sitting in the basket, right? Gina! Yeah, okay. So I want to make a list of all the reasons why I quit weed, and it's because in my previous video I mentioned that I spend a lot of time on the subreddit leaves because it really helped me a lot. And so one of the ways that I'm trying to fill up the large amount of free time I have right now is by spending some time there helping out other people, trying to give some advice. And I realized that the main advice I've been giving to the people, and a lot of people have said that it was useful for them, is remember why you quit, remember why you did it, remember why you don't want to go back to it, remind yourself that you're doing the right thing, that there's a reason that you chose to do this. Even if you feel tempted to go back to smoking weed, don't, and try to remember why you didn't want to in the first place. So I guess for me, seeing as I've been giving that advice to other people, I should take the advice myself, and that's what I'm going to try and do here and now with you guys. So I have a big marker, a big white sheet of paper. I start off with reasons. God, my handwriting is bad. Reasons to not smoke weed. Now, I've started off with a massive font, which probably isn't a great idea, but that's fine. And first off, so reason number one is I was burying my emotions. So I'm just going to write it that way. Burying emotions. And I say that, and I guess that a lot of people can probably relate to this. I don't know if there's going to be stuff on this list that is very personal to me. I don't even know what I'm going to put on there yet. I'm just like brainstorming it right now. But yeah, the first thing that comes to mind is that weed is a way for you to escape and to close yourself into your own world. And I know that's not true for everyone. I know that not everyone that smokes weed does it for that reason, especially those that manage to do it like recreationally. And if I think of the way that I treat alcohol, I don't treat alcohol like that. You know, I drink once every now and again, and when I do get drunk and stuff, it's not because I want to hide my emotions or stuff like that. So I guess it depends. But for me, I met Mary Jane when I was like 13, and I basically just went head up, full on. That's all I did for like 15 years almost. Not even almost, like 15 years, for fuck's sake. So yeah, I don't want to do that anymore. And I don't want weed to be my scapegoat. I don't want weed to be the place where I hide and the way that I face my problems. I don't want that to be my solution. And okay, stupid, simple, but very true is that I want to read more. I stopped reading when I was younger. Like when I was very young, I used to read a lot. So I moved to Italy when I was 13 with my family. I was born in England, as my accent probably can tell. But when I was in England, I used to read a lot. Then I met friends, and when I moved to Italy, because in England I didn't really have any, and those were the friends with which I would smoke a lot. And so for me, it was really, really hard to pick up a book and start reading once I was high. It's like I've tried plenty of times. I know there's people that have told me that they're able to do it, but I'm not able to. I just can't focus. I can't concentrate. I had to keep rereading the same sentence so many times. And at the moment, I've been clean for like a week, a bit more than a week, maybe 9 days. and I can already feel like a massive difference. It's like between day and night. Right now I can go through pages and I'm really invested in it. Right now I'm reading American Gods, by the way. Strongly recommend it. It's such a good book. So yeah. So another reason is that I want to read more. Reason number 3. So I did think of some stuff. Now I'm struggling to remember what I've thought of. So why did I want to stop smoking weed? I want some sort of a social life. So I moved to Amsterdam March 2018, so more or less 8 or 9 months ago. I moved here from Florence, where it was basically where I spent all my adult life. And in Florence, I almost only had friends that would smoke pot. And it was really hard for me to quit, also for that reason, because quitting to smoke pot meant also quitting, not seeing those people or seeing them less. And I've heard people on leaves that say, they moved away from their friends because they realized that their friends were more enablers than actual, friends. They didn't really have true relationships. And I can relate to that in some ways. Some of my friends were like that, but there were other friends that, even though I would smoke with them all the time, they were still good friends. And moving here has taught me that you can be friends with someone even if you don't see them every day, even if you don't smoke with them all the time, even if you don't share that hobby anymore. You can still have a really meaningful relationship with someone. And since I moved here, at the beginning, in the first few months, I wasn't smoking weed, and Amsterdam tempted me, obviously. So I started smoking weed again, but before I did start smoking weed, me and my girlfriend were going out with people, we were trying to meet new people, going to like meetups and this sort of stuff, and then it just stopped. Like with time, we started getting lazier and started getting more invested in smoking weed rather than going out, and I don't want that to happen anymore. And I know that I'm not the kind of guy that will go to a bar, I'm not going to go to clubs, that's not me. I don't like going out dancing or going out drinking. But I've signed up for a Dungeons and Dragons group and a board games meetup. And, I'm a nerd. I like doing that sort of stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try doing more of that. And, yeah, I want a better social life, I guess. Also, another thing is that I want, oh shit, I just wrote 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So up until now, reasons to not smoke weed, I'm burying my emotions, I want to read more, I want a social life. Number 4, I want to eat healthy food and work out more. And work out. Neither of which were really possible for me while I was smoking weed. Workout, because once I was high, I was like, fuck that. I don't even try and get me off the sofa. It's not going to happen. Eat healthy. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I doubt it. Yeah. After a couple of spliffs, 11 o'clock, it's midnight, I would start seriously doing some damage to myself and eating like shit, and a lot of it. I don't want that to happen anymore. So, yeah, that's another reason. And to be honest, like I said, it's been like 10 days, but there's already a difference. I've already lost 3 kilos and I feel a lot better and I have more energy in the morning. It's good. It's good. You can really feel the benefits. The hardest moment is when like I come back from work and it's like I get in through the door and the first instinct, the first thing that comes to my mind is I'm going to go roll a spliff. And then you remember that you're not doing that anymore, and it's like, oh shit, okay, yeah, you got to do something else, and that's fine. It's all right to feel bored. It's all right to not know what to do. I remember the first time I quit, that was the real thing that depressed me at the time, is that I wasn't aware of how much time I was dedicating to that and how much free time I actually had. I was like the typical guy that would go around saying, I can't do this, I don't have time, I can't read, I wish I had more time to read, I wish I had more time for my hobbies. And that wasn't true. It was just that I was wasting so much time on that. So, yeah, I want to eat healthy food and work out more. And there was one more thing, which I can't remember right now. But I think this is already a good list. So I don't want to make this a super long video. If you are at the moment, if you have quit and you're struggling and you're thinking of a way to keep yourself motivated, and you're tempted, or maybe you're tempted and you want to go back to smoking weed, first off, don't. You'll be so grateful to yourself if you don't. Be proud of what you're doing. Right now, if you are struggling, go grab pen and paper, write down a list. It can be a very shitty list like mine. So here it is: reasons to not smoke weed. I don't want to bury my emotions. I want to read more. I want a better social life, and I want to eat healthy and work out. And I know as a fact that I won't be able to achieve any of these 4 things if I keep smoking weed. So this is going to be like my mantra, the thing that's going to keep me going, and the thing when I'm in doubt, when I do feel tempted, because I know that those moments are going to come, I'm going to make sure that I keep this list like hang on the wall, and that I look at it and I remember why I made this decision and why I don't want to go back to smoking again. Even recreationally, I know that's not going to work for me. I know that one spliff leads to another. So if you're tempted, if you've been smoking for a while and you want to quit, do it. You're going to be so thankful. Throw away everything. Join us on the subreddit on our leaves. I'll put the link in the description again. And seek out help. Talk to us. There are lots of people that are in the same situation. If you're feeling, oh, that's another thing. Yeah. Okay. So that was the thing, like number 1, but I'm going to put it as number 5. It's I don't want any more paranoia or social anxiety. And what I realized with time is that weed was the biggest factor for me to cause paranoia and social anxiety. So that is like number 1 for me. And anyway, I was saying, I'm making this way too long. The point is, if you want to quit, do it. You're going to be so thankful to yourself. If you have any questions, doubts, contact me, write in the comments, DM me, do whatever. If you've already quit and you're struggling, grab a piece of paper, grab a marker, even a pen, doesn't matter. Write down a list. Write down why you quit, why you want to do it. Even if it's day 1, if it's day 300, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you remember why you don't want to do this. And yeah, thanks for following. If you have any questions or suggestions for the next video, because I do want to keep doing this, but I already don't know what to talk about. But yeah, I got some really nice words in the comments and on Reddit to people that watched the video, so thank you for that. It really made me feel validated, and I'm pleased that people find this useful. So yeah, I've been rambling on for God knows how long. Do I have like time somewhere? I don't even have a thing that's telling me how long I've been recording, but it don't matter. Thanks. Stay strong. Stay proud. I'm proud of you. You can't imagine how much. Peace.